I really enjoyed it there. And actually, they did ask if I would stay at the company. But, I guess that's maybe just me. But I was like, nope, education first has to be finished.
We're Germans, by the way. That's why for us it's like no, we don't go this weird rock star road. We're going the education road first.
That's right.
That's rich. I feel like this is kind of a cultural thing also coming from that.
It is a little bit. I also think it's it's very interesting because I've seen so many people with different careers over the years, and everybody has a different background, and some people don't have, they didn't go to school for it, and it worked amazingly for them. And my personal way was always, I like to go, I want to study it. I don't, I feel like, okay, I have a confirmation that I have a degree, and it's funny because in some ways for me personally, it has worked out because one thing, since I, initially didn't have a green card or any sort of like, citizenship of the US, if you have a degree, it is slightly, or you have more ways to get a visa to go to the US. And that's where it paid off for me actually quite a lot because of that. There are different categories in this area, and I didn't notice at that time, but now that I notice that's the thing. If you're somewhere, in a different country and you would want to come and work in the US, or probably in a lot of other countries, it might be the same, but I'm not familiar with that. But for the US, I know that there are different categories. And if you have degrees and you have education, then you qualify for different visas. And that, in that sense, it paid off for me because I think otherwise it would have been very difficult maybe for me to come over or get my green card or, now having US citizenship, although that was then easier once you had your green card.
Basically, that's what education does. It creates opportunities like everything else. It's not like you can, especially in this industry, you don't have to have education. You can just like through pure brute force and skill can go through their career and of course create relationship, which is super important. But education, what I noticed, and I think probably you noticed the same, is you advance higher most of the time because you have this understanding background. If you not just learn scripting by practice, but really have a scripting background, or if you learned, like, for example, rigging, not just rigging, but real autonomy, biological anatomy or something like that. I feel like there is always this edge which goes to a specific level, and then you get to this glass ceiling. And I feel like there's a lot of times this glass ceiling is education, where if you want to have a higher over seniors a lot of times job, it feels like education is the one that a lot of times tips over and gives you the edge to that.
I have seen that as well, although I wouldn't say it is. It has to be that way. I have seen people that literally they just have so much work experience and have done so many things that they advanced.
Sure.
And I do think that is. It's just, as you said, it opens up opportunities, and it depends, what kind of path you want to take. And so for me, and that's also, as you said, maybe cultural, maybe my personality, that I did definitely really like the educational way in some ways.
You are listening to the 21 Artist Show, a podcast that inspires creatives to make meaningful content to pursue their passions. I'm talking with creators, artists, and engineers about their careers, lessons they have learned, and how to make an impact. I'm your host, Alexander Richter. I'm a technical director and coach in visual effects, animation, and games. For more content, go to 21artistshow.com. Enjoy the show.